I haven't done a favorites video in ages, so that's what we're going to do today. Just a little bit of a roundup of some of the things that are making me happy, some skincare, a little makeup, some clothes, a book, and of course, my favorite of all, my new baby, Archie. Oh my God, he's so tired right now. If you've been with me for a while, you know that I lost my almost 17-year-old doodle, Bosley, about a month and a half ago, and it was brutal. So many of you left he's sound asleep, lovely comments, which I appreciated so much. But for me, the best way to heal my heart and to sort of fill the void, you know, I live alone, coming home to an empty apartment, I just couldn't handle. So this is Archie, my almost 10-week-old. Oh my gosh, I'm going to put him back in his kennel. I will share some clips of him as we go through the video. Anyway, he's almost 10 weeks old. I've had him almost 2 weeks, and he's just brought me so much joy. However, he's tired. Let me put him back. There you go. There you go. You can lay down. Poor little guy. They do say never wake a sleeping puppy, but I had to share him with you. Anyway, like I said, I've had him almost 2 weeks and it's going really, really well. He has had 0 accidents in the house, which is amazing. He is sleeping through the night. He's learning how to sit. He's learning how to fetch. He is so sweet. He is bringing me so much joy. However, it has been almost 17 years since I've had a puppy, and I forgot how exhausting it can be. I literally have to keep my eyeballs on him at all times, except when he's in his kennel. And today was sort of a big win because I was looking for him in the apartment and he had gone into his kennel for his nap all by himself. It wasn't on the bed, it was in the living room. Anyway, like I said, it's been really difficult to get anything done. My apartment is chaos. I missed a couple of videos because I was busy with him. I'm overdue for a haircut, and it's very possible, whoops, yep, that's okay. It's very possible I may miss a video or two in the next month or two because at age 66, he is taking a lot out of me. So I tend to try to nap when he naps. And anyway, he is definitely my favorite of favorites. Did I say he is a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel? Now they come in 4 colors, a tricolor, a two-tone like a cream and a brown, tricolor, two-tone, a black. So there's cream and brown, black and brown, and then there's one that's cream, brown, and black, and then what they call a ruby, which is all brown. You know, I didn't want to get another doodle because I really didn't want to wind up comparing this puppy to Bosley because there was only one Bosley. So I wanted to mix it up a little bit. I wanted a small dog. He should be under 20 pounds. And when I researched breeds, top 10 breeds for apartments, he was on there, Cavalier King Charles, and also top 10 breeds for seniors. Anyway, I'm in love and I'm having fun, but I am a little tired. So again, forgive my somewhat bedraggled appearance, my overdue haircut. And anyway, he is bringing me lots and lots and lots of joy. Moving on to some other favorites, starting with skincare. I have 2 skincare favorites, and the first one, I cannot believe how long it took me to try these out. These wristbands for washing your face. These are not new. YouTubers have been talking about these forever, but I never got around to trying it. I was walking through Walmart a couple of weeks ago. I saw these, I picked them up, and oh my goodness, total game changer. These prevent, when you're cleansing your face, from the water running down your arm, getting your clothes wet. It makes cleansing my skin in the morning, in the evening, so much more pleasant. Definitely a game changer. Cheap. I mean, I've also heard of people just using scrunchies or, I don't know, workout wristbands. Definitely worth picking up. Absolutely, for sure. I keep these right with my other skincare cleansers, and absolutely a game changer. I have been a huge fan of at-home red light therapy masks for about the past 7 years. You know, there's solid science saying it does in fact stimulate ATP, stimulate collagen, brightens your skin, and it's anti-inflammatory. So over the past 7 years, I have tried several different masks. My favorite for the last 3 years has been Maysama's Prana mask. I absolutely love this mask, and I really didn't think I could find another mask that I like as much. However, Maysama about 6 months ago launched her brand new Aura mask based on advancing technology and customer feedback. Now, Maysama still has the Prana mask for sale on her website, so you can get both the Prana or the Aura. And truly, if you have the Prana and you absolutely love it, you do not need to go out and buy a brand new mask. However, this one does have some really wonderful upgrades. Now, the first thing you're going to notice is the 3D contour fit. This provides for better skin contact, better light absorption, and better efficacy. And the Aura also has this under the chin adjustable strap to treat the pooch area. One of the things I really liked about this mask is it is cordless, so it's even more portable. So there's 2 knobs. One is actually the chargeable. You just charge this and it snaps on very easily. Oh, very easily. There you go. It's magnetic. Oh my gosh. I don't have my glasses on. It's really easy to snap on when you have your glasses on because it is magnetic, and it just makes it cordless. It makes it so much easier. And this other little dial here, you know, with the Prana mask, you had to use the remote and use these little buttons to choose your treatment. One of the things about Maysama Prana mask, whether it's the Prana or the Aura, is that it provides red light, red plus near infrared, or near infrared. So you can do a red light mask alone, or a near infrared mask alone, or the combination. And the reason she did that, which is a unique feature of her mask, is because some people have a little bit of exacerbation of their melasma with near infrared light. Not everybody. Actually, I know quite a few people who use both the red plus near infrared, and they have melasma with no problem. But there has been some anecdotal reports of near infrared aggravating melasma. So if that's a concern of yours, it's nice because you can do the red light alone. The other thing I love about this mask, like I said, with the Prana mask, you have to select your treatment and the time, and whether you want pulsed light or not. And Maysama, I think she's the only mask that has pulse light, which I'll get into in a minute. Anyway, one of the things I really love about this mask is you just push one button and it automatically loads the recommended treatment, which is red plus near infrared pulsed light for the recommended treatment time of 6 minutes. So let me show you what this, I have makeup and lipstick on. Maybe I'll show some B-roll of this mask. It is incredibly comfortable. You know, when I first got this, it is very, very comfortable. It does sit very close on your skin. And when I first got it, I felt just the tiniest little bit claustrophobic. But once I got used to the feeling, because it does fit very close to your skin, which again provides better light contact and better efficacy, I don't know, very, very comfortable. Now, even with the Prana mask, when I wore this, I would often just sort of lie down on the couch and I would sort of hold it tight against my skin because I knew that the better skin contact we have with our red light therapy mask, the better the results. Now, like I said, they both have the pulse light technology. I've talked about it so many times before, and you know, Maysama explains it so much better than I can. So I am going to link one of Bev's videos in the description box below where she goes into all the detail about, you know, how she created this mask and also the pulse light technology details. She's a fascinating woman. She knows so much. Let me see, what else did I want to say about this? Oh, so I still love my Prana mask. You know, I used to use this on Bosley for his arthritis because it's flat. I could just lay it on him when he was sleeping, because one thing about red light therapy, highly anti-inflammatory. So I'm hanging on to this because I had a recent shoulder injury. So I've been placing this on my shoulder for anti-inflammation. You know, if you have a bad knee or a back problem, although Maysama does have the new belt. I'm going on and on. She has a new belt, red light LED belt, that's supposed to be really, really good if you have a back problem. Anyway, long story short, I am absolutely loving the new Aura mask, yet I am still getting really good use out of my Prana mask. Like I said, if you have the Prana, you absolutely love it. You do not need to go out and buy a new one, but they are both available on the website, and I do have a discount code. Anyway, this is definitely a favorite. She did a fantastic job with this mask. Now, I couldn't do a favorites video without sharing some of my favorite Quince linen pieces that I've actually repurchased. I fell in love with Quince linen last summer when I picked up this beautiful navy linen skirt, which I featured in my Quince summer lookbook last summer. I will link that video below. And I also have these linen pants in this sort of striped chambray. I have worn the heck out of these. The linen is such high quality. I love the wide leg, the really wide, comfy elastic waist comes all the way up to my belly, and oh my gosh, pockets. Gotta love the pockets. And I am wearing these with Quince's, I think this is new. I think it's their flow knit, slightly cropped tank top. But these pants go with a variety of t-shirts, tanks, sweaters. And this is one of my go-to summer outfits for easy breezy, everyday running around. My new Amazon sun hat, which I love. And this Quince skirt, purse. Perfect, like I said, for easy, everyday running around. Now, as a Quince partner, I do get occasional credit. So I used my credit to repurchase the skirt. I picked up the navy skirt in this darling black and white check. And I picked up the linen pants in black. And I'm going to show you how these look on. And here we have the linen pants in black. So while the blue and white striped chambray linen is perfect for an easy breezy everyday look, I wanted to show you a close-up of the fabric because I'm not sure if it was showing up very well on camera. Well, this is perfect for everyday running around. I really think the black elevates the look, especially with Quince's brand new organic cotton sweater vest. It has these buttons, it's fitted, it's a little bit longer in back, cropped in front. Absolutely love this outfit. You know, I wore this out to dinner the other night and I got so many compliments on it. As far as sizing, now I am 5'8". I will list my measurements in the description box below. The pants I wear in a medium. The pants do come in 3 lengths, and because I'm tall, I did order the 30-inch inseam, which I think is the longest. And I'm a small on top. Let's see what else. Oh, the hat. You know, once you wear a hat, you're sort of committed for the day. So this is another of my favorite hats. This is by the San Diego Hat Company. It is their crocheted hat. It is one of the most comfortable hats I've ever worn. It's SPF 50 and it comes in a variety of colors, and I definitely want to pick up a few more colors. This is, I think, their olive green color. Anyway, I love this vest so much. I just ordered another one in the ivory, which I think will go really well with this black and white striped skirt. So let's see how this looks on. Oh my gosh, I love this skirt. It has, again, a nice wide elastic waist, pockets, and I absolutely love the slit. It just makes it airy and breezy and cool. Nice length, not too full, nice movement. Absolutely love this skirt. So now I have it in navy and this checked, and they have lots more colors. And I think this will look really cute with the vest in ivory as well. Again, this will go with a variety of t-shirts, tanks, and sweaters. Absolutely love this skirt. Now I have lots of other Quince favorites, so I will link some other favorites in the description box below, and please share your Quince favorites. I have 3 makeup favorites. I am wearing all 3 of them today, and I have talked about these pretty extensively in recent videos. In fact, I've done video reviews on all 3 products and applied them on camera. So I will link those videos below if you would like to see them in action. First up is the IT Cosmetics Do It All Balm. My gosh, I absolutely love this. This has been my most used sort of everyday skin tint. It is incredibly balmy, of course. They claim it has, I think, 93% skincare. It's incredibly silky. It's very moisturizing. It's very light coverage. If you're looking for coverage, this is not the product. But I usually apply it with my BK Beauty 1.0. I can't remember what this is. I just dip the brush in, and it feels amazing going on my skin. Sort of wet, very cooling, very moisturizing. You can build the coverage up to a solid light or perhaps a very, very light medium. So this has been my everyday skin tint. It's fast, it's easy, it's moisturizing, it's surprisingly long lasting. It doesn't get cakey, it doesn't accentuate lines or wrinkles. You know, if I want a little bit more coverage, I have been using my CL, which is another favorite. This is really beautiful. I did do a video where I compared it to the new L'Oreal Balm, and I also like the L'Oreal, so if you're looking for a little bit more coverage, perhaps the L'Oreal is for you, but if you want just an easy, everyday, undetectable, very natural skin tint, this is the one. And like I said, I am wearing it today. Another makeup favorite is the new Essence Cream Eyeshadow. This is as close to a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize as I have ever found. And Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize, specifically in the shade Oyster Pearl, has been a favorite for years. It lasted, even though it's expensive, it did last a long time. I think I've had it 4 or 5 years. Now there is some left, but after all this time, it has started to dry out. So I was thrilled when Essence released their Oyster shade. It is so similar, not only in shade, but in texture. It's sort of a little bit of a moussey cream. I know you won't be able to see the texture, but it is a moussey cream. It applies and blends absolutely beautifully. Anyway, I loved this so much, I went out and purchased all of the shades. It comes in 4 shades, and I'm going to show you the shades. Let's see, I did swatch these. So here is the Essence in the shade Oyster, and here is the Charlotte Tilbury Oyster Pearl. Now, they're not exact dupes for shades, but they look incredibly similar on the eyes, and they have a similar level of I want to call it a sheen. There's no sparkle, there's no glitter, but there's a really nice sheen on both of these. It's really pretty on mature eyes. It comes in a champagne shade right there, and a rose gold shade right there, and this deep brown shade. And I wanted to show you how this deep brown shade can be, you know, softened and even made very, very light. And this deep brown shade is the shade that I am wearing today. They're very long lasting. They're very easy to apply. You know, I had thought I was going to be repurchasing Charlotte Tilbury, but I really don't see a reason why. And again, Essence, $6 versus $35. You really can't go wrong. One more makeup favorite, and it is the new Morphe Lip Lock lipsticks. Oh my gosh. These are the longest lasting balmy lipsticks I've ever tried. Comes in 10 shades, and I did a video where I tried on all 10 shades, and they're all beautiful. My two most used shades that have been living in my purse, one is called Whipped Together. Basically empty. I just reordered a new one. I'll show you these two shades side by side. And the other shade that's been living in my purse that I'm actually wearing today is called Heart Riveting. It's a really pretty, slightly warm red. So here is Whipped Together. It's sort of a mid-tone mauve. Heart Riveting, again, a really pretty glossy red. What makes these lipsticks so special is that they feel like a balm. They're hydrating, they're glossy, yet they're long lasting. And how Morphe describes the formula is it lays down two different layers. It lays down a color layer and a balm layer in one swipe. And like I said, I'm wearing Heart Riveting today. I've had it on for the last couple of hours, and it always passes the transfer test. When you do that, a little bit of gloss does come off, but the color stays in place. And these are one of the very few balms that you don't have to keep reapplying every single hour, and they don't feather into my lip lines. So I absolutely love these. Like I said, I already reordered this one, and I highly encourage you to watch my lipstick try on because there are really quite a few absolutely gorgeous shades. A few months ago, I mentioned in a video that I really wanted to get back into reading, and I asked for your recommendations, and oh my gosh, did you deliver. I have a long list of your recommendations that I can't wait to read. Your number one recommendation was The Correspondent, and you were so right. Actually, I joined a book club, and coincidentally, the very first book we read in the book club was The Correspondent. So, now, I don't have the book to hold up for you because I actually listen to books on audio. You know, I don't know, it's just easier for me. I tend to fall asleep when I'm reading with my eyeballs, and I really love audiobooks for, you know, taking a walk or doing housework or driving. It's just much easier for me to get through a book with audiobooks, and of course, Audible is a really great way to go. I don't think I have a link to Audible, but let me know your favorite audiobook, I don't know, recommendation. I also just listened to it on my phone app that Apple comes with. Also, I have heard you can do audiobooks from the library. I really need to do that. Anyway, with the book club, I am reading one book a month, and my favorite in the past couple of months is definitely The Correspondent. Like I said, it is a beautifully written book, and I cannot believe it's the author's very first novel. It's such a unique way of storytelling. She uses, so the book is about this retired, 70-ish year old lady who's a bit of a loner. And the entire book is her letters that she sends and receives, her emails she sends and receives, and even some rough drafts to sort of a mystery recipient, almost like a journal. And over the course of the novel, all correspondence, you really get to know her friends, her family, her life story through her letters and emails that she both sent and received, and it covers the span from her, I think, 70s into her 80s. It is a beautifully written book. I highly recommend it, and I cannot thank you enough for the recommendation. But truly, book club really does help me, stay honest and read one book a month. Anyway, I loved it. Thank you for your recommendations. Keep them coming. So after living in this beautiful apartment building for the past 3 years, one of the things I have missed the most is having a garden. So this year, I purchased this raised bed planter box and a few pots, and I went a little crazy at the garden store. I just bought everything that I loved. I bought petunias and some geraniums and some coleus. Now these sunflowers were only supposed to get 2 feet tall, but they're definitely almost 4 feet tall. So a little bit big for the planter box. And then we have a little hummingbird feeder and a bird bath. Anyway, this has made me so incredibly happy. Okay. And this is where Archie and I play in the morning too. I have my coffee. We get to play. Oh my goodness. I don't know if he's in frame. Get it. You are such a good boy. There he goes. Okay. So, I have had a garden my entire life. So, like I said, I've been in the apartment 3 years. And although I go to my cousin's house and help her with her garden, and I can pick flowers and tomatoes, it feels amazing to have my own little spot just to come out and pick at it and water it, deadhead it. Now, as somebody who's had many gardens, I really wish I would have planned this a little bit more. I mean, if any of you are gardeners or gardener designers, you know that this is a little bit of a mess. But like I said, I was so incredibly excited when I went to the nursery for the first time in 3 years. I just jammed a whole bunch of stuff in here. And you know what? It's a rainbow garden, equal opportunity. Just everything. It's really been hot lately, so everything needs a little bit of water. The bird bath needs a little freshening up. And I have my kale plant and a couple of tomato plants. Now, unfortunately, I purchased self-watering pots. I don't think they're working properly. I think next year I'm gonna skip the self-watering pots because I think the tomatoes are actually getting over-watered, which is not good. But we'll see how it turns out. And these sunflowers. Now these are a little shorter than these, even though they were the same. What else do we have here? We have, I don't know, I actually have a kale plant back there that got buried. What else? What are you doing, Archie? Are you stuck? I think he's stuck. Uh-oh. Archie, are you stuck? Archie, are you stuck? What? My goodness, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yes, we're having a lot of fun with the puppy. Okay. Oh, and another favorite is sun tea. 6 bags of organic green tea sitting in the sun all day, and we have delicious, fantastic sun tea. And like I said, this is where I have my morning coffee, and this is where Archie and I play. Okay, Archie, sit. Sit. See what a good boy you are. Go get it. Bring it here. Yay. Oh, there he goes. Oh, my God. Oh, He hasn't quite got fetched down yet. Oh my goodness, the baby is waking up. Here he comes. Can you see him? Just in time. I just finished filming. So let's say hello one more time to Archie. He's such a good boy. So sweet, so cute, bringing me so much joy. And you will be seeing him in quite a few more of my videos. In fact, I think I will have some clips at the end of this video that I've been collecting. Anyway, I gotta take him out to go to the bathroom. So again, that's my life. Our routine is wake up, go to the bathroom, eat, play, nap, and repeat. Wake up, go to the bathroom, eat, play, nap. But oh my gosh, it is worth it because he's such a lover and he's gonna turn into such a good boy. I gotta go. We gotta go outside and go potty. Not we, he, you know. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that in the mirror? Who is that?